Good evening, guys. Today we are going to talk about the topic job search strategies. Everyone needs jobs in order to sustain a livelihood in this world. When we talk about jobs, there are different kinds of jobs we can do as a human being. And in the past days, for jobs depend on forest because especially when it comes to rural areas, government jobs were not common in the far-flung areas, and so they were facing a lot of difficulties before we came into the 21st century. But nowadays, seeing the events around the world, specifically the areas of Manipur, which is a part of northeastern India, we become very developed and civilized compared to the past days. And today, often we see people, successful people with regard to government jobs, private jobs, and rarely entrepreneurs. And so, what we are going to say is what are the strategies that successful persons living in the far from areas follow to become a successful person. And 5 years back, there were some young people or young boys who shifted from government schools in the stage or in a village to different cities where higher education was the main purpose for shifting their places for further education. And that times, almost everyone's 90% of the overseas students become successful with their performance, and they did very well. But after years, when almost every young student got the opportunity to reside in the overseas and they could pursue master, PhD, or any degrees in different states, it becomes normal. And today the success rate has been declining. So seeing the success rate between now and then, it is obviously clear that we could see a big difference about the success rate. So what's the main reason the success rate of people from the far-flung areas declined? The problem is strategies. So, as our topic has said, we are going to talk about job search strategies. As we are in the 21st century, people are quite advanced, especially those living in the state capital, Delhi, and some students from the southern part of India. We call AI, which is very common. And people who are really smart enough cooperate their knowledge with the artificial intelligence, and they could get notes and ideas easily through AI. So they became very advanced compared to the ones who are not aware of the AI and technologies. So this is a great difference. Job search strategy means we need to be very careful with our strategy. What we usually do is when we become interested in searching for jobs or any private or entrepreneurships, we often see successful people. Yes, at some other point, it is good to grab something good from the successful persons, but we don't prioritize yourself, our skills, and our strategy. This does not make any sense. Trying to copy what other people do, and if some successful person and if the top rankers study 8 hours a day, 5 hours a day, we tend to follow those routines followed by the successful persons, but that should not be the case. As a young boy and born with uniqueness, we need not copy paste the habits and characteristics of the successful persons. What we can do is to grab some ideas from their experiences, and based on that, we need to make our own strategy through which we can exit people and improve ourselves as we go for jobs. For those who are interested in professional lines, we will be talking that in another subjects, but today, as our topic has mentioned, we are focusing on those strategies which are required for certain jobs. Let us learn. My main point in regard to the topic is let's keep studying and analyzing the strategies of the successful persons. And by collecting the good strategies that is fit for you and me, will help us to build our strategies in searching for jobs. So what I'm interested is totally different from one another. So my main point is, since you are interested in doing a particular examination or a private companies, you need to prepare for that, right? Search for people guidance who can guide you and help you show the way to become an entrepreneur or to become an employee of the jobs that you wanted. Grab some ideas from him or her, and then you make your own strategy through which you can achieve your intentions. This is what we are gonna make it. The main points that we can eliminate from what I've mentioned was, let us not copy and paste the characters and strategies followed by the successful persons. We are from different backgrounds and we must have different strategies. So, in the same way, we should not lose our confidence. It is very important that we need to be very careful and have confidence with our strategies. When we can come up with our own strategies, and if this works for you, then you don't have to fear of anyone. Yes, some people crack the various some of the most utmost competitive exams by preparing for 1 year, 2 years, and some crack in 3 years, some crack in 1 year. Some people who are from engineering backgrounds can crack the utmost competition within 1 year, and some are also preparing for more than 6 years. But thus far, they have not cracked it. Why? It's about logic and the backgrounds of your studies. Therefore, it is all dependent on you, on how you can make your own strategy, and based on that, your time duration and someone else will be different from one another. And with this, you do not have to lose your confidence. You have your own time, you have your own target. Always keep setting goals which you have to achieve daily, weekly, or monthly. Then you can become what you want. So, what we can, in conclusion, we are interested in achieving our dreams. Yes, it's good. It's very good to be more excited than ever. But let us enjoy the journey, not the destination. And for that, we need a proper strategy. We need analysis of ourselves. And it is good to learn something from someone else, but do not be copy paste, because your educational backgrounds and theirs are totally different from one another. Grab something good from others and make your own strategy which works for you. And with that, your time durations may be a bit late, maybe a bit early, maybe it's very early, maybe it's going to be very late. Anyhow, you are going to make your dream come true. So strategies is very important. That much we would like to discuss today. I think we will be discussing more topics on strategies and setting goals in the future.